Hi, it's Deborah from Beacon of Light, and today is Thursday, August 10th. And so I pre-pulled some cards again this morning. And this was basically for myself. So I had a situation yesterday that occurred, and I pulled some cards to try to understand what it was wanting me to see, or um, wanting me to understand why the situation occurred. Because it caught me off guard. I got triggered. It was very nerve wracking. And I thought I had everything under control. I mean, I thought I was healed from ever experiencing that situation again. But when I was presented with it, I quickly found out that I was not healed. There was still a lot of energetic residue that was coming up for me, and it was at the time I was just shaking because I did not know how to handle it. So this morning, before I decided to come and do these, my card reading, I decided to pull some cards for myself for some angel answers. I was using this deck here. And these are the cards that came out. It says, listen to your intuition. There's something better. Opportunity. The situation will improve. Success. I mean, these are all beautiful cards. I mean, and so if I'm not going to go into detail about my situation, but I guess I want to share this with everybody, because regardless of whatever situation the universe brings to you, it's meant for healing. It's meant to show you that, yes, you've grown and you've come so far, but hey, there's a little bit of residue still stuck there, that is preventing you from being the best possible version of yourself, or to be the best understander, having the best understanding of energy that we can relate to. And I'm not perfect. I will never say that I am, and I've got my own issues going on, but I am here to also share that, these things happen to the best of us so that we can grow and mature and, evolve from where we once were. So as you can see, the situation will improve, and, at some point in time, I may not have the same type of reaction that I did yesterday. It might not impact me as much as it did yesterday, in the future. The more I'm exposed to this type of situation, the more I'm exposed to the, what occurred. So exposure to situations that bring up fear or anger or fight or flight type of responses, when those situations come up, it's important that we acknowledge them. It's important that we understand that there's still something there within inside of us that holds some sort of residue. And I'm calling it residue because I know my situation was very toxic when I was going through it many years ago. And I thought, doing all this spiritual work was going to free me, heal me, blah, 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 blah. No, it's still very toxic, and it resides still within me. And I need to work on myself, have a different understanding on what it's trying to do within me. So I feel like I've had a down period time lately, and now this is my time to actually revisit the situation again and possibly see it in a different way. Possibly, I trusted my intuition as I was going through the situation. I feel like what I was being exposed to yesterday was an opportunity for further healing, an opportunity to see the situation in a different way. Maybe I'm not supposed to see it as something so toxic, but maybe I'm supposed to see it as something that was a blessing in disguise. I kind of had a video, this week or last week, I think it was, blessing in disguise, why tower moments happen, why things come up for us and they shake us. And it's just because it shook me yesterday, and it's one of those things where, okay, a little bit more needed to be unrattled within me. Something so unconscious, didn't even know it was still there. And yeah, it shook me. But I didn't beat myself up. I'm still not beating myself up, but I would like an answer. And that's why I went to these cards this morning to find an answer to what was it trying to show me. So I think the answer is it's trying to show us just where there's still some stuck energy, some very long, dark, I'm not going to say dark, some really deep energy that needs to be, unburied and uncovered so that it could be healed. We can never blame the situation. We can never blame a person or a thing for why we feel the way we do. So it is my responsibility to try to see it as a blessing, see it as an opportunity to bring in more peace into my life as I go through and uncover more and more and more of this unconscious behavior, unconscious energetic gook residue that has long been inside of my soul. I know me as a person, I did not even think all this stuff was even possible, but my soul has gone through so much, which in return has given me a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and it's allowed me to trust my messages. And that's why I try to speak to everybody that I put this stuff on YouTube. Anyways, if you're going through something right now and it relates to what I just said, this situation will improve and you will heal. You will have success. You will have peace. You will feel how far you've come again. And then you'll be into a nice little break again. And it's a cycle. We're going to push through whatever's there and uncover a little bit more. It's another layer. Let's work through that next layer, and see what happens. But either way, the universe puts these situations in front of us so that we can learn more about ourselves, how we handle things, how we respond to things, how we need to take ownership of our emotions, how we need to take responsibility for our own well-being, mental, physical, spiritual well-being. We cannot rely on somebody else or this other situation to do it for us. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. And thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.